Hey everybody, I just wanted to share our Christmas decorations with you. So this is what has kept me busy this last week. If you can't tell, I absolutely love Christmas. So these are all the decorations that I put out in our front yard. The little teeter-totter here has Santa and the reindeer on the other side. And then I have a couple of polar bears, some Christmas gifts under the tree. And this one polar bear here, it's hard to tell, but his head does turn from side to side, so he's animated. I probably had that poor guy for about 20 years now, and I don't know why he's still working, but he is. And as you can see, the tree does change colors. And then in the front window, I have this projector set up, and it keeps a running loop of Santa putting presents under the tree, and waving at the kids, and eating his cookies and drinking his milk. So our neighbors just love it, and actually I heard from one of the neighbors yesterday that was walking her little girl how much fun they have driving by to look at that. And then he just, like he said, he just makes this continuous loop. So you saw this at the very beginning, but that's our Santa. And we just added him last year, so this is his second year making an appearance. And now we'll head over. This is our front entryway, so coming up to our front door, and I did a little tree outside with some red lights and ornaments on it. Now this is inside the front door. We have a china hutch in the hallway, and I took everything out of there and decided to showcase all of my snow baby collection. So I do have quite a few. I picked up a number of them this year. Just getting some from friends and some sales. And then this beautiful picture my mother-in-law just got for me. You can see the lights that twinkle, and they're on a timer, so that's nice that it turns on and off, and that way I'm not wasting batteries all day long or having to remember to turn it on. I tend to forget to do those things. Anyway, that's my snow baby collection. And then opposite of that, we have a side table here that I am displaying some of my Santa Clauses. I have a pretty large selection because a lot of these were also some of my mother's that I took from her. And then I have a little Christmas tree down below, and there is Chewy and Izzy and Maddie because they just always have to follow me. Now this is looking back at the front door, so there is the china hutch on the left with the snow babies inside. So garland and lights and a wreath, and then there is that side table that I mentioned. Now we are going to be moving into my husband's room that we call the Steeler room. It would normally be a living room for people, but this is sort of his man cave, so we're displaying all of his Steeler memorabilia. That is his Steeler Christmas wreath, some autographed jerseys that he's got. We don't have normal curtains. We have a banner and black curtains that let you know you're in Steeler country, and everything has to be black and gold in there. And as you can see, we've got some terrible towels hanging from the curtain rods on both ends as well. And then again, just some of his pictures, more of his little knicky-knack things, an autographed football. We do have a Christmas elf, Steeler elf, as well as our pig and some other little things he's got. So needless to say, we have a large collection of Steeler memorabilia. Up above the TV, there is a sign that says Steeler Drive. And then down below that, we've got the fireplace, which also has more Steeler things in it. Some of these things are like the little shoe in the back is full of M&Ms. That we got when we were in Vegas one time at the M&M store, and that's $30 worth of M&Ms, so nobody's allowed to touch that. We have Steeler gnomes and candles, and then of course we have to have his Steeler stocking on his fireplace in there. So this is where I find my husband most times. Yes, even our Xbox has Steeler decals put on it. And the side cupboards there have some more Steeler items. And then this DVD storage has things on top as well. And next to that, because this is a really tall room, it's got vaulted ceilings, we've got a big Steeler banner. So that was really about the only wall in the house we had to hang that. We have a Steeler clock and then a Steeler sign, and then we're looking back out at the front entryway. Below this flag is another little storage shelf, and it's got some more things. We've got a little gumball machine there. I think it's got some M&Ms in it right now, actually. And then down below, it's just one of those cubicle things, but I found these really cute Steeler bins that you can put things in, so he'll keep things like more DVDs or Xbox games in those. Got a couple little mini helmets that are signed. And we have his garbage can, and these are just some regular TV trays that I got some Steeler decals and put on them, so that kind of personalized those as well. And these are some trays that I made a couple years ago. These are just black trays for this towel. I just took a terrible towel and made a Xerox copy of it, and I put that in the bottom, and then I put a resin on top that hardened. And these are just some other things I had printed out, and again put a resin right on top of this. And these are great little trays, and put our coasters and drinks and snacks and things on. There's Izzy in the corner trying to steal the limelight. Speaking of Izzy, here her and Maddie are just doing a little run around in the Steeler room. So you can just see them playing. They just have to follow me everywhere I go. So thought I'd catch them on film. And I've got Buddy running into the middle of all this. He's our oldest dog. He's 13, totally deaf, so he can't hear what's going on anyway. Now we have moved into my room, as we call it, which is really the family room. So these are some of the decorations I've done in there. Again, just more of my Santas that I have. This is all along the mantle. And I have everything on timers, so everything in my house is on timers, so I don't have to remember to turn anything on or off. Everything's automatic. And this right here at the end, it's kind of hard to see, but this is a Wedgwood Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus. And then there's the fireplace going, which will have the stockings hung up pretty soon. Again, there's Izzy and Maddie. And I don't know what Maddie put underneath the tree, but this is my tree. I don't have the presents out just yet. With 4 dogs in the house, it's not something you want to put out right away. But I do my tree in red and white every year. And then another tradition I started 10 years ago when my sister passed away is I buy a new ornament every year just as a memorial. And then when my grandson passed away 3 years ago, I started buying ornaments for him as well. And that kind of turned into just buying one ornament a year, which is what I just showed you. And that's the tradition. That's always the first ornament that goes on the tree, followed by the other ones that I've purchased in years past. So I'm showing you some of those. That was from 2010. Here's a memorial one there. I've got the love one. So just, I have quite a few. That's 2015. I think that was for my sister. There's a bell. This one's really hard to see, but that one is the first one I bought for a double one for both of them together, because otherwise I'm going to have a lot of extra new ornaments on my tree every year. So needless to say, this time of year is a little difficult for me. My grandson passed away on December 6, 2014. He was only 9 months old. And my sister passed away on December 9th in 2007. So just the first part of December is a little rough to get through, but after I make it through those days, then I can get in my festive mood again. So it's kind of hard to start getting ready for decorations and everything because I want to get them up. But at the same time, I'm thinking of them, so that's why I do the memorial thing, and it just gets a little bit easier every single year. That's a little ornament that I got for my grandson. It's a snow baby one. And then I have this table, which is right next to the tree. This has the remainder of my snowmen on it. Again, I have a fairly large collection. My mother had always collected them, so I started doing that. And then when she had to go into a nursing home for a short period of time and I had to sell a majority of her items, I decided to take quite a few of her snowmen. I didn't take them all because I would have my house overrun with snowmen if I took all of hers as well. And then the last room is our guest bathroom, and this I have a snowman theme in there, so we just have a variety of different snowmen all over. I don't go all out and do the whole shower mat and toilet things and shower curtains, but this is my Christmas decorations at home, and I so hope you've enjoyed it. Merry Christmas to all of you, and I will be seeing you guys again in a few days.